Have you ever looked at your budget and thought, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, so why does it still feel like I'm not getting ahead? You cut back on spending, you start budgeting, you tell yourself you're finally going to get serious about your finances. For a little while, everything seems to be working, then life happens. You order takeout after a long day, buy something you hadn't planned on, or simply get tired of saying no to everything. Suddenly you feel like you've failed. But what if the problem isn't your discipline? What if it's the system you've been trying to follow? Hi everyone, this is the Redmond advisory firm, where we simplify finance so you can make confident financial decisions. Today, I want to talk about one piece of financial advice that isn't necessarily wrong, but when taken to the extreme, it can quietly hold you back. One of the most common pieces of financial advice you'll hear is to spend less than you make. And honestly, that's solid advice. It's one of the foundational principles of building financial stability. The problem is that many people hear that advice and assume they need to cut everything. The coffee stops, the dinners out disappear, hobbies get pushed aside. Every purchase suddenly feels like something to feel guilty about. What started as a healthy financial goal slowly becomes a lifestyle built around restriction. On paper, it looks responsible. In real life, it's often difficult to maintain. I know this because I've been there myself. When I first decided to take control of my finances, I didn't just cut unnecessary spending, I cut almost everything. The little things that made my day enjoyable disappeared because I convinced myself they were getting in the way of my financial goals. At first, it felt like discipline. It felt like I was finally doing what financially responsible people were supposed to do. But over time, something changed. Instead of feeling empowered, I started feeling restricted. Eventually, that restriction led me in the opposite direction. I'd go from spending almost nothing to spending more than I should have, simply because I was trying to find some balance again. Looking back, it wasn't a lack of discipline. It was trying to force a financial system that wasn't built to last. We don't talk enough about financial burnout. Think about dieting for a moment. If someone tells you that you can never eat dessert again, you might stick with it for a few weeks. But eventually, most people reach a point where they give up completely because the plan wasn't realistic. Money works the same way. When every purchase feels like a sacrifice, it becomes much harder to stay consistent. Instead of creating healthy habits, we create cycles of restriction followed by overspending. Then we blame ourselves, when in reality, the system was never sustainable to begin with. What I've learned is that lasting financial progress usually comes from smaller, intentional changes rather than dramatic ones. Instead of eliminating restaurants completely, maybe you decide to eat out once a week instead of 3 times. Instead of canceling every subscription, maybe you review 1 or 2 that you no longer use. Instead of trying to save hundreds of dollars overnight, maybe you start by consistently setting aside a smaller amount each month. Those changes may not feel as exciting, but they're much more likely to become habits that last. Part of the reason spend less has become such popular advice is because it's simple. It's easy to say, it's easy to remember, and it sounds responsible. But simple advice isn't always complete advice. Personal finance isn't just about numbers. It's about behavior. It's about understanding your habits, your environment, and the way you respond to change. 2 people can receive the exact same financial advice and have completely different outcomes because their lives are different. That's why there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that financial progress isn't built during one perfect month. It's built through hundreds of ordinary months where you make small, intentional decisions that move you forward. Some months you'll save more than others. Some months unexpected expenses will come up. Some months life simply happens. That doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're human. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is building a financial system that works with your life instead of constantly working against it. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right but still feel stuck, I hope this encourages you. Discipline isn't about removing everything you enjoy. It's about creating a financial system that allows you to stay consistent without losing yourself in the process. Small changes, clear understanding, consistent action. Those are the habits that build lasting financial confidence. If you enjoyed today's conversation, I'd love to have you subscribe. Here at the Redmond advisory firm, we share practical financial education, bookkeeping insights, career guidance, and real conversations designed to help you make more confident financial decisions. Until next time, clear finances, confident decisions.